And it's time for our weekly partnership with Asante. This week, Asante's health expert Beth Coker talks about the effects trauma has on our health.
Trauma is a serious issue that requires trauma therapy. An estimated 90% of adults in the United States have experienced a traumatic event at least once in their lives. Trauma can result from major life events like being in a combat zone, sexual assault, or a natural disaster, or more pervasive experiences like an abuse-filled childhood. The event or circumstance can have lasting adverse effects on the individual's mental health, physical health, emotional, social health, and even their spiritual well-being. Now, some initial reactions to trauma include exhaustion, confusion, sadness, anxiety, agitation, numbness, disassociation. After a traumatic event or repeated trauma, people respond differently, experiencing a wide range of physical and emotional reactions. There's no right or wrong way to think, feel, or respond to trauma. Trauma can also raise body cortisol levels to a toxic level, ultimately leading to increased risks of health conditions such as depression or heart disease. Trauma's psychological effects can disrupt the individual's day-to-day life with depression, anxiety, anger, intense fear, flashbacks, and paranoia. They can also suffer from altered perceptions, a belief that the world around them is unsafe, people are dangerous, or in extreme cases, they create altered personalities just to help them cope with the trauma. Now, symptoms may not appear until several months or even years later and include re-experiencing their trauma through distressing memories of the event, flashbacks, nightmares, emotional detachment, and avoidance of places, people, and activities that are reminders of their trauma. They can have difficulty sleeping and concentrating. They feel jumpy, easily irritated, and angered, and they have changes in their moods. Trauma therapy is the first-line treatment in dealing with PTSD and trauma. Everyone who experiences trauma will have had their lives impacted significantly by the events. There are evidence-based treatments that can help, and it is that relationship with a trusted provider or therapist that can make a big difference. If you're suffering from a traumatic event, reach out today for help and healing.